Hello everyone, Formula Finds here. Now I know this is a mostly a comic channel. I thought I'd do a one-time thing with a magazine haul that I did the other day, and it was off of Facebook Marketplace. I thought it was close enough to comics that I'd go ahead and throw this in here. I thought it was interesting, and just like I'll be showing up in the description, I looked on Facebook Marketplace and there was a free ad for magazines, and I thought maybe it was a box. I knew it was car magazines, so I thought maybe it was a box of old magazines of whatever, Road and Track or Carcraft or who knows what. Didn't really have no idea what collection was in there or the grade or the condition or anything. So I drove down there, and to my surprise, the guy was giving away every issue of Road and Track from 1970 to 2000. And a few issues were missing, but most of them he had. And I won't go through because I believe, the December or January 1970s on the bottom of this pile, so I'm not going to go through it all. But a lot of these are actually pretty clean condition. I was actually just astonished. These aren't necessarily expensive magazines, but Road and Track in the 70s and 80s that are in good shape like this aren't super cheap either. And to get them for free was just something that was incredible for me. The guy mentioned that he wanted it out of his house and that he was moving, and he didn't want to deal with selling on eBay, and I don't blame him, because selling magazines on eBay is a pain with the shipping. You can't do media mail, and they weigh a lot, and that's why they're not worth a lot. And again, these aren't anything extraordinarily worth value, but they are cool to read. And I am a car guy, and I love reading these magazines. I love having these magazines, and it really illustrates the history, looking through all the different generations and the alcohol and cigarette commercials and all that stuff. It's really cool just to look at how history's changed. And another thing I noticed is a lot of these were actually, for example, these are like 2015 Hot Rod magazines, 2016, whatever, but these were all labelless, and no label magazines are actually worth a lot more than magazines that have labels on them. People prefer to have it just, they don't want someone else's name and address on them. It's more unique when they're labelless, and to get a whole stack of that I thought was really cool. And it also included actually some magazines from the early 60s that are under this pile that I can get into. But I thought it was really cool. So again, I don't have every magazine that I got from this guy. I just filled this table, and that was it. I got all the Road and Tracks from 1970 to about, the late 80s. And when they changed the style of the Road and Track in the 90s, I think this is 1999. But I have, the entire 90s too. So, I thought this was really amazing. It was really awesome, and, I was glad that the guy wanted it out of his house and wanted to move really fast and was able to give him away, and I'm going to take good care of him for him. I told him I would. But one little quick addendum to add is, I do think a lot of these old car magazines are valued pretty well at this point in time. I don't think a lot of people are saving them like comic books, and of course, again, they're not anything that's going to shoot up in value, but I do believe that they will slowly increase value over time. But that's why we'll end this video, and thanks for watching. And again, this is a comic channel, so going forward will mostly be comic stuff. But thanks again for watching, guys. See you next time.